we are at it again. We can continue on where we stop. So, okay, let's look at the second question. That one is also on matrix, but it's telling us to find, look at it, say given that is a condition. Whenever you hear given that in mathematics, that's a condition. Say given that a matrix A now, how do I need a matrix because of the symbol? 3 minus 2, 5 and minus 6. Yeah, that's the matrix. 3 minus 2, 5 and minus 6 has been given. They say we should find that is determined. We can also use the word determine. They say find f of a. And f of a, that's f function of a, is such that it is equal to x squared minus 3a plus 7. But it's topographical error. It can't be 7. That's going to be 7i. I simply represents identity elements. So that's what is going to happen. That's what it can be. It cannot be 7. So let's quickly battle this quickly and see what is becoming our results. Now, looking at it, we have a to be what? 3 minus 2, 5 and minus 6. This is called 2 by 2 matrix. And how do we treat 2 by 2 matrix in terms of the solution? We have a squared. Don't forget it's the same thing as a multiplied by a. That will give you a squared. Then let's go by that knowledge. So then we can say we can have 3 minus 2 and 5 minus 6 multiplied by 3 minus 2, 5 minus 6. Then before we can now come to minus 3 multiplied by a, then plus 7 multiplied by identity element. So let's quickly, I won't be closing this a, but I can close any of these because I know them for now. So I can close any of them. But let me put it in a very tight corner here. In a very tight corner here. So okay, let's quickly move on. Then if I have this, how do I go? How do we multiply matrix? I have told you something about row and column. So we are going to be multiplying row by column. So in this sense, we are going to be having this matrix in this form: R1 C1, R1 C2, and R2 C1, then R2 C2. So this is the answer. That is row 1 column 1, row 1 column 2, and row 2 column 1 and row 2 column 2. So let's see the result of this because I want to be very professional without wasting much of the time or of our time. Yeah, it's our collective time. So let's go. R1 row 1 multiplied by what? Column 1. That is, this is row 1 multiplied by column 1. That is the result of this place. So let's quickly go. 3 times 3 plus minus 2 times 5. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. So that's going to be minus 1, the product of this place. Please bear with me with my professionalism. Now I'm here. That's going to be row 1 column 2. Look at it. Row 1 for this place and column 2 in this place. Row 1 here and column 2 here. And I can quickly move that. It's going to be 3 multiplied by minus 2 plus minus 2 times minus 6. That is 12 plus minus 6. That is 6. So I have 6 for that. I have this. So let me come here. This is row 2 column 1. Row 2, look at it. Column 1 in the other side. So and that simply means 5 times 3 plus minus 6 times 5. That's going to be 15 minus 30, which is minus 15. Are we getting it? Now, I here currently and that is row 2 column 2. Look at it, row 2 column 2, and that's going to give me what? 5 times minus 2 plus minus 6 times minus 6. 5 times minus 2 is minus 10. Minus 6 times minus 6 is 36. So that's 36 minus 10, which is going to be what? 26. So here is 26. Thank you very much. So I have been able to get a square as this. So this is the result of what? A square. Don't mind me. Follow me as I'm doing it gradually. I've told you I'm not going to close this. And even if I close it, I wanted to put it in one screen. But I've not been able to. So I'm not going to close it. So the next one we are looking at is to get minus 3a. Now, minus 3a will be minus 3 into a. And what is a? A is 3 minus 2, 5 minus 6. Now let's move on with this. If that is the case, we multiply through 3a. Minus 3a is going to give us what? It's going to give us minus 9, minus 15, 6, and 18. Hope you know what I did. Minus 3 times 3, minus 9. Minus 3 times 5, minus 15. Minus 3 times minus 2, 6. Minus 3 times minus 6, 18. So this is what we are going to get for minus 3a. And then finally, so that we can come and collect everything together, finally we are going to get 7i. So what is 7i? That is 7 multiplied by identity. Identity is 1, 0, 0, 1. So and that is going to be 7, 0, 0, 7. And that is what we have got. And now let's quickly collaborate by finding f of a to be this. Then I can boldly say I have a to be this. I know a. Then I have this. So where can I write that one now? So f of a, which is going to be a squared minus 3a. F of a is going to be a squared minus 3a. And a squared is given as this. I'm creating a space. A squared minus 3a plus 7i. A squared minus 3a plus 7i. So now a squared minus 3a plus 7i will be equal to, look at it, a squared is minus 1, 6, minus 15, 26, minus 3a. Minus 3a is given as what? That's going to be plus now, because we have finished it. Minus 3a is given as what? Minus 9, minus 15, 6, and 18. Good. And plus 7i. Then, since I don't need a specifically, I can move it up. So I can add plus 7i plus 7i, which is the same as 7, 0, 0, 7. Then what do I have after all this? After all this, what do I have? Let me add up. This plus this can give me minus 10. And this plus this can give me 12. This plus this can give me minus 30. This plus this can give me what? And this is 14. 14 split down to 46. I guess I'm correct. Very good. Carry 2 to here. That's 44. Yeah, 14. That's 44. If you take 2 to this 18, become 20. That's 24, 24. That means 44. So I'm done with this. If I now add it to 7, 0, 0, 7, then what do I have final? So finally, I will have a minus 3, 12, minus 30, and 47 plus this, that is 51. So this is what I'm going to have. Finally, I'm going to have minus 3, 12, minus 30, and 51. Kindly watch, subscribe, and share with friends. Thank you very much.